And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a fine and fabulous and all other ways wonderful Saturday morning. And you are also fine, fabulous, and all other ways wonderful too. Hey, let's get into all of the fun and excitement of Minecraft because I've got some I've got some digging to do. I've got so much digging to do. Also, I put this armor stand here with this armor with all of the new trim and stuff. I'm going to be buffing this here in a bit. Probably not today, but, you know, I have scared myself about 4 times with this armor stand. I'll tell you, it's been an adventure. But first thing I need to do is I actually need to create a beacon. So I have another star. Let's grab some obsidian and some glass. Glass, make this happen. All right. So basically what I am in the mood to get is words. I'm in the mood for words. I don't have them. I don't have words. I figure if I go dig out this hill, I'll have all of the words. That's just how this is going to work. We'll have words everywhere. Because that's how words work. No, actually, I need gunpowder. Okay, the problem with living up here is I have been burning through rockets something fierce. Okay, when I was living in an ancient city, oh yeah, rockets were not a problem. Did not need rockets because I'm in a city. Today, I need more rockets. Hey, Skullduggery, how's it going over there on the Twitch side of things? Hope you're having a fabulous day. All right, so the first one, we need to dig a spot down here for a beacon. So somewhere here. All right. So the beacon, I'm actually going to put it directly underneath this blue, or actually the blue column there. Because I think I'm going to leave this up as a permanent beacon. I mean, ultimately, ultimately, I think it's going to become a speed beacon. Oh, you know what would be really cool though? If I'm going to build this beacon with rockets, the best thing I could have with this beacon would be the actual, beacon base, I'm going to build a beacon. I need something to put it on. You know how that goes. Anyway, okay. That should do it. 3 stacks of iron blocks is more than enough. At least that's the hope and dream. Anyway, hope you all having a great day. So that follow Axolotl. Welcome, welcome. All right, so now let's get down here, hopefully in a relatively safe way. Do I want to follow? If you want to follow, you are welcome to. If you don't, that's up to you. I'm going to be digging this down to about... let's make sure I remember which side this is on. Okay. I'm going to be digging this down to about Y minus 10. Because at that point, the grab this copper too. Because at that point, the beacon will reach everywhere in the world, right, all the way to the bottom, all that stuff. So, oops. Anyway. So what I'm building today, I don't know how much building I'm going to get to. I am digging out for a creeper farm because I need gunpowder. I think I don't know if I'm going to end up trying to get it to not do spiders. I don't know if I want to put that much into it, so I'm going to be doing a creeper farm. But first, I'm going to get a beacon in place so that digging that out will go significantly faster. Also, This place seems nice. Ah, cheese monkeys. Okay, no. No, no, and also no. I believe I told your friend no to. Okay. No. Jeez, monkeys. I did not need that sort of terror in my life. That's just not how that goes. I don't think that's the sort of creeper we're looking for in that gif. Ooh-wee. Okay. No, we're fine. We're totally fine. Also, I don't need all of this copper. I am getting it anyway. Since I'm down here, and there's copper down here, I have like 12 stacks of copper ore back in my storage. I am still snagging all of this copper. Okay, it's a thing. I just have to do it. Hey, Sprite. Yes, that's a little more like it. How you doing? The kids are back in school, I think you said, so that's awesome. I'm gonna just turn on the gamma override here just so it's easier to see. Oops, I don't think I'm gonna need my axe right away. Gravel. I should dig out this gravel too. I should dig out the gravel. All right, well, it's a thing that can happen later, I guess. All right, no, it's gonna stay. I'll end up digging out gravel later, but okay, that was a bat. Okay, got. Speaking of creepers. Okay. Great. Well, we're gonna be building a creeper farm, so nice to know that they exist. Anyway. Some of the financial worries aren't as bad. That is definitely a plus. That is definitely a plus. Yeah, it sucks sometimes to have to deal with all of that, but okay. Okay, I will resist that one copper ore that's there. I will. I totally will. Fine. All right. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I am tired of dealing with financial stuff too, but I dig it. Dig it. Anyway, do it. Do it. Oh. Huh. Okay. That's not ideal. Oh, deal with pink eye. Oh, that sounds less lovely than it could be. Wonderful. I'm in deep dark. All right, we're just gonna hope. Uh-huh. All right, I didn't bring a hoe with me, so this is gonna be fun. Okay, just remember this side is the side I need to be on. Okay. At least it's not yelling at me, which is a win. Okay, cool. Okay, okay. All right, now that's... Where was that? I hear it. I hear you, skulky bits. There you are. Okay. I think there are others around, but that should be good for now. All right. The good news is deep dark is not spawnable. Is there an ocean near my base? Near-ish. Near-ish. And there is an ocean near my base, but it's also very small. It's just one of those weird cases of world generation. Where it's like, oh yeah, we will have this very, very tiny ocean. I'm using my... Oh, darn it. I need to change pickaxes. Because turns out, at least in vanilla Minecraft... Oh, I still have my netherite on me? I forgot to put that away. Darn it. Anyway, turns out, regular deep slate is useless. Okay, not entirely useless. It's still nope. Dig this up with the correct tool. I mean, you could still decorate with it, but you can't build anything cool with it. Okay. Oh, there's a geode down there. Interesting. All right, I think. Honestly, let's just go ahead and come down here since we've got all of this space. This is cool. All right, so this is going to be the place we go. Right there. I think. Hang on. Let's... I put that torch on the other side. Now I don't know which side I need to be on. Okay, it's the other side. That side is where I need to be. Okay. Oh, there was someone who had a... Yeah, this... you can do all sorts of fun stuff with mods like that. All right, I think actually let's take this down just a little bit. But I think this is going to be fine. All right. Ending deep dark. Okay. Yeah, it's fun too. Some of those... I forgot... I was watching one, it may have been one of the Life series or something where voice chat triggered the skulk and stuff too, which was interesting. All right, you know, honestly, I really don't need this low. All right, so let's put this beacon right there. Aha! Okay, obviously it's not going to work because I have nothing there, but... We're going to solve that problem. That's a problem for current me. Okay, so many things are problems for future me. This is a current me problem. All right. But it's going to be great. We're going to have all the fun in the world or something. Now, actually, this is going to be cool because I've been wanting to add these beacons to the to my base for a while. So, okay. That torch. Just because I think they're going to look cool, so. Alright, I forgot how many layers it is. I guess we'll find out, won't we? So this is going to come down. I think it's 4 layers for a fully powered beacon. Ack. Also, really cool. Placing blocks in the right place. You know, I don't know quite... quite how that actually works, that whole block placing thing, but we're going to figure it out, right? At some point in my future, I will remember how to put blocks in the right place. It's going to be awesome. I do like that this section of Deep Dark is not littered with all of the shriekers and all that fun stuff. Though I think sometime in the not too distant future, there's an ancient city under here. I might go raid that to see if I can get a couple more Swift Sneak books. I mean, I just enchanted a spare pair of... uh-oh. Okay. I'm not dead. Okay. That's always a good feeling when you fall down something and you realize you're not dead. Like that feeling. Big fan of not being dead. Anyway, I just created a spare pair of leggings with Swift Sneak. But it would be nice to get a couple of extra books just in case, you know. I'm not the type who tends to go out adventuring to a point where I'm going to lose my armor. But I'm also the type who's paranoid about doing it. So, you know, we're going to be fine. Okay, so. All right. A little bit more to go. 2, 3. Yeah, one more layer. Cool. All right. So we'll get this dug out, and then we'll dig out the spot for the creepers. And the creeper farm is not going to be anything special. I think I'm just going to build a basic flushing mob farm. I've toyed with doing things with cats and stuff. I've done that in the past. 2, 3, 4. Okay. The problem you run into with cats is that they just don't do what you want. No, the problem you run into with cats is that if the creepers are far enough away, the AI shuts off, right? Their pathfinding goes away, and it just 2, 3, 4. And so the farm breaks. It's like, okay, the creepers are spawning in, but they're not running away from the cats because that gets turned off, so wonderful. Also, this is not the way I would typically build a beacon. I would normally build it from the bottom up, but today's one of those weird days. I just double checked. Yeah, at the base, the bottom base is a 9x9. So we are set. And since I happen to have crazy amounts of iron, we are doing okay. I think now we're good. Other than the fact this isn't actually doing anything. All right. Give me some ingots. Try the TNT duper method. If I actually believed in TNT duping, that would be fine. But I don't like duping. I think duping is a little bit cheaty. I'll do other cheaty things, but I crossed the line at duping. All right. Sweet. All right, so we've got ourselves a haste beacon, so let's... Unlike Fangorn, who insists that we should not be hasty, I would like to get out of that hole, please. Thank you. All right. We are totally going to be hasty. Okay. Great. We'll leave that there. So now we've got ourselves a beacon. All right. Which is wonderful. So now we've got haste 2 over here. And if we zoom out and look at our base, we've obviously got a beacon. That one over there, which Snoopers turned pink for me because Snoopers was that type of person. Eventually, I'm going to move that beacon over under that side as well. And I might go get a couple of other beacons to do these side ones. I haven't decided yet. Eventually, those are going to be speed beacons because I probably won't need to be running that much or digging that much, but running is a thing I will need to do. Okay, cool. Again, my armor is, I think it's the green. I think I see the green on that and instantly go to zombie and or creeper. But we'll fix that. Not today, but eventually. Okay, let's go ahead and drop stuff off. I am really looking forward to the next drop, the Copper Age drop, which I think is going to be happening here in the next couple of weeks. I think it'll happen here at the end of the month. They've got, what is the thing? Minecraft Live, which is happening on the 27th, which I am going to co-stream. I'll do live reaction to that on all of the channels. So that'll be fun. But, okay, gravel goes thusly. I don't need the iron ore anymore. All right. The stone is there just in case. Do I still need the buckets? We'll keep the buckets. All right, let's grab a couple of shulkers so we have stuff to put in all of the material. The other reason I'm digging this out, and this is the other reason why I wouldn't want to use the TNT duper, is I need the terracotta. A lot of these walls and stuff are incomplete because I don't have enough terracotta to fill them in. So that's definitely part of the problem we're going to solve today. The other problem is, where did I put this in? Okay. All right, so, hang on. Let's just put the fortune pickaxe away. Thank you very much. I'm lazy, so I'm not putting it all the way in the toolbox because I'm selectively lazy. And oh no. The beacon doesn't reach all the way over here because I was thinking and stuff. I put it where I was eventually going to want it, but not where I totally need it. So it looks like it clips the edge, so I'll be, which is fine because I'm going to be back and forth, but way to go, me. Oh, sweet. I love it when I make things harder for myself, don't you? Are you one of those people that just makes things harder for yourself? I'm totally one of those people. And, yeah, that's where we're at today. At least it's partially over here. So I got that going for me. All right. Yeah. Oh, the smoothest of the smooth. Anyway. Okay, so obviously we'll be digging out a bunch of this. Oh, this will be nice to get. Okay, hang on. I gotta pick up my haste beacon again. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, it has like a 50 block range, right? Well, apparently I'm more than 50 blocks, so cool. All right, so where is this going to be? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so yeah, definitely at that spot. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of you Sesame Street people will remember that and now are cursing me forever. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that torch down there. So this is all going to have to come out. I will be building up the sides and stuff around here too, but that's going to be I was going to say a problem for future me, and it will be, but we'll deal with that when I get to it. Today is digging time. I think that torch is in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. At least it's still in range. Okay, so what I need to do then is figure out where I need to go on this side over here. I think it's where that torch is. Okay, oops. No. You stay there. All right. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yes. All right. So right down that line. Cool. All right. Well. All right. So yeah. So this needs to go. That can stay. That can stay. All right. Sweet. Go me. Go me-ish. Nope, this is going to be fine. I guess I could turn off the gamma override, but now it's dark. That's fine. Oh, the other thing I should turn on is I have an overlay here. I think I'll go ahead and leave the gamma override on for now. Just so it's easier for all of you to see. It's not that dark, but given the way YouTube and Twitch compression does all the things, we'll just leave it on. Okay, but the other thing I need to turn on is, let's turn on shapes and that one. So I drew a couple of despawn spheres. And, oh, you went to the pharmacist on Tuesday to get drops for your eye. Okay. If it doesn't improve, see, but you already had an optometrist appointment. Awesome. Hey. Yeah, no, totally. If you're going to have problems with your eye, go see an optometrist. Ah, darn it. Anyway. Yeah, no, that's 100% it. Oh, I'm actually kind of looking forward to. They've got a health fair at work here in the next next month, and I'm really curious to see how some of my numbers look on my blood work, because it actually was a year ago I started dieting and trying to be better about eating right and all of that stuff, and I'm just curious to see how well things are going. Okay. I mean, I've lost like 40 pounds, which is a plus, but. So that part is working. Okay. Anyway, so I drew this despawn sphere, which basically centers over here somewhere. I forgot exactly where. Somewhere in the center of that area. Yep. Look at all those places I need to light up. Anyway, if we come in with Cheaty Cam down here, you can see where this stops. So I need to have the bottom of the farm above that circle. Okay. That way the creepers will actually spawn and survive and all of that stuff. And not just disappear into a poof of nothingness because of, because that's the way spawning works in Minecraft. Okay, so that's 10. So we need to go this way. Okay. Hang on, I gotta pick up the beacon. Okay. I can't believe I built the beacon too far away from myself to be as useful as it could be. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm let's hear it for past me. Okay. All right, so yeah, so that's going that way. Man, if it was in a place where I couldn't pick it up at all, that would have been really annoying. But anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see where the blood work ends up, how that ends up working out. Okay. Okay, now the reality is this is going to be a really old school. This is like Nembomb's flushing mob farm design, which works great because it just does, and there really isn't a. There are probably better ones, but not really. So we'll go with that. You're polite enough to call your eye doctors and inform them of the pink eye. Right. Yeah, it's nice to give them a heads up. Oh yeah, I'm coming in for an eye exam. Also, could you see why my eye is red and horrible? That would be great. Thanks. Yeah, if I dig this out like so, I should be stepping right back into the beacon beam. Yeah, on every pass, which would be great. I saw somebody, they had a mod which was really cool. It actually showed the duration, the status effect duration up with the effect. So up where there's you can see the haste effect up there. It also had a countdown for how long it lasted. I thought that was really cool. Okay, so we are definitely coming out to here. Okay. All right, good to know. All right. I'm leaving this here just so that I can see where the center of everything is. But I'll be digging all of that stuff out here in a bit. Also, okay. We're okay with all of our stuff. Yeah, because I'm going to have to come back through, build up the platforms, add the trap doors so that just the creepers spawn. And I could try to set up the stuff so we don't get spiders, but honestly, I don't know that I want to bother. Part of the reason I'm building this as big as I am is in fact to deal with spiders. Because your basic flushing mob farm, it ends up going like 7 blocks on each side. So you take your center section, right? We're going to have water in the middle. And the water flows out from there 7 blocks. So I'm giving myself like some extra space here so that the spiders drop and don't catch the walls. You got a mod that shows Essentials GUI. Okay, cool. I might have to take a look at that. It's not that I haven't gone crazy with mods or something here. So I finally gave in. I've seen people using Zero's minimap for a long time. I finally went in and installed it. Yeah, this is right. And I installed it when I started this series, or restarted this series, I guess. I didn't realize that it had teleportation features. I just knew it had waypoints and stuff like that, which is what I was looking for. Okay. Terracotta. Trying to keep the regular terracotta, you know, in one box, and I'll put the others in another box, but I don't know if it's going to matter, but, you know, I am. And the minimap is cool, right? It looks fun. But I did go through and turn off the radar that showed when there were mobs nearby. I thought that was a little too cheaty for me. You're using Journey Map. Okay. That's how you're able to jump about. Yes. Well, Zero's has it too. And I actually have the mod on the server, which you need to do anyway, I think, but I can pull up a list of waypoints. Like, I can pull up the list of waypoints, and I could pick one, and I can teleport to it. And I was looking at it initially with when I set it up with Snoopers. I thought, oh yeah, it's fine. Only ops will do it, or can do it. No, it looks like everybody's got the rights by default. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to turn it off. If a couple people want to be able to teleport back and forth a couple of times, that's fine. Yeah, Journey Map is similar. Yeah, there are a number of mods that do the same thing. which is awesome. I love Minecraft mods. Not that I necessarily like modded Minecraft, if you catch the difference, but a couple of those, like, hey, this is just a really handy thing to have around. You know, it makes vanilla Minecraft just a little bit nicer. You know, that type of thinking. Okay. So I need to go to here. Okay. Yeah, quality of life stuff. Exactly. I shared a video in I think it's in the Minecraft channel in the Discord, that was talking about modded Minecraft. And it was a guy, I was interviewed for the video, so I'm in it a lot. I was slightly, I guess not annoyed, but there are a number of times the video he shows with me talking is not me playing. It's the other guy. And a couple of videos, one of the videos he pulls from is actually from a vanilla series, but well, that's all right. I haven't made like regular videos for Minecraft in a while, so. Okay, I think I step out of range over here. It's a 50 block cube, so I think it used to be a cube. But, all right, anyway, so we're coming here. Okay, let's just mark this action out. And let's get the sides in place. Okay, to here. All right, and we're over to this side right here. All right, let me double check just to be on the safe side because I'm being a little bit paranoid about this. 76 and 86. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do need to go one more. Okay. I suppose what I could do, if I really wanted to make this easy, I actually did this in when I built the iron farm. So I could just have it draw a shape here for me. I was in the announcements channel. Okay. Yeah, that seemed like a place for it. That was a fun interview. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so basically, I need a shape. I need a box. Okay. It is, you know, all right. All right, so hang on. We're going to set one corner. Ta-da! Configure. This corner we're going to set here. I'm going to move the Y up a bit. Okay. All right, and then this side, let's hop back over here. And I believe it's this corner right here. Okay. Figure it is this corner. And then I need to take this down to, hang on, we're going to free camp for a minute so I can see how far down this needs to go. Down to about Y, yeah, 136 will work. Okay. I can do that. Okay, down to 136. 36. Awesome. Okay, now I think I do need to adjust the corners a little bit, so. All right, so this configure needs to be, I think that needs to be at 7. Okay, and then this one needs to be at, is it 4? I think that's right. Is that 4? Uh, no, 6. Okay. I got it. I got it. I didn't actually configure. Well, you know. You're right. I set it to 1. That's okay. It's because I didn't have numlock on. That's what it was. Okay. Okay, so that's going to go to there. And then this side, let's just be sure everything's lined up where I need it to be. Okay. All right. Configure. All right, so I think this needs to be at 7. No. 6. That's right. And this one, oops, 4, 6. There we go. Okay. I think that'll work. Okay. No, if I'd taken it all the way down to Y1, I'd have problems. That's why the creeper farm I tried to build in with the iron farm didn't work. It's because the creepers were dropping too far down and ended up despawning. Because, yeah, that's just how that works. Otherwise, the farm worked great. Yep, I'd have been way too deep if I had let it go down to Y1 instead of Y136. You know, that would have been bad. That would have been very bad. You know, it's crazy. I don't think about it often. But the I'm up at like Y189 here, right? My base is obviously it's in the sky, so I'm up at like 200 and stuff. I've got a portal over there that goes down into the nether. Or leads down to the nether. I guess maybe that's how I want to put it. And it, I thought, oh, this is really deep. This is awesome. Turns out it goes down to Y64, which is like sea level. It's like, holy cow. That's just nutso. It's just hard to think that, yep, I'm actually have built this way high. Which turns out it works fine. Works great for nether portals going to the roof. Less great for nether portals not going to the roof. Okay. Uh-oh. Stream joke. I knew a guy who collected candy canes. They were all in mint condition. Okay. Okay. Let's that one definitely was a little bit of a groan right there. Yep, the fact that I keep stepping out of the beacon is crazy. Okay. I think I do. I think I have to go. I'm almost tempted to just throw another box around the beacon real quick just to see where the beacon beam is going. But okay, yeah. I think of the old crush flavored candy canes. Yeah. Yeah, my wife likes to get the fruity flavored candy canes too. Of course, she's all about the mint as well, so I don't like mint. Not one of my favorite things in the world. But I also don't like hard candy, so yeah, so I got that going for me. All right, let's just clean this out. Okay. But yeah, we'd get some that was like sour candy flavor. Like, jeez, monkeys. No. No. No, no, you stop that. I'm going to set you on fire because you're just mean. Silly skeleton. Do I have mini HUD on this version? I do. It's up in the corner up there. All right. Let's get back up. Okay. In fact, mini HUD is what I drew this grid with. Ah. Does it have a beacon? I have to take a look. Cheese creeper. Okay, oh. Okay, fine. Helping me dig. That's fine. Cheese creepers would be tasty. I could totally see that in... They'd be like spicy. Moshang, you need to get on this. This is the perfect licensing deal. It's like cheese sticks, but are like extra spicy, like jalapenos type things or something. Cheese creepers. Absolutely best idea ever. Holy cow. We don't need creeper themed gummy bears or something. We need creeper themed stuffed jalapenos. Man, come on. This is it. This is the idea of a century. Gotta love it. Anyway. No, I know it was a statement sprite. I was just, I was about to go look for the setting when the creeper showed up. So I got a lot of distractions here. All right, let me take a look. Renderers. Oh yeah, beacon range. True. Okay. Because I need more. What's okay? So there's that one. Something is not right. All right, hang on. Okay, obviously that one is there, right? Because that surrounds that beacon. It's not doing this beacon? Huh. Bacon? Bacon. I mean, it kind of works. That's really strange. Okay. Terracotta. Okay, that'll go in there. That will go in there. This one is full as well. It's possible. It's possible the overlay box is not happy with it. Huh. Though it's usually pretty good about that. I wonder if it's... I wonder if it has something to do... All right, hang on. Let's just... All right, this is my... Okay, this is the creeper box. Okay. Let's just turn that off. I'm in the circle of... Right, that despawn sphere is still there. It's drawing this. Huh. No, it's just weird. It's not picking up the beam that I happen to be standing next to. All right. Well, that's cool. That is really strange. Speaking of strange, it's dark out and I should probably sleep. When I go back to my dig site, I am going to be having to deal with all of the annoying critters, so got that going for me. Okay, on the plus side, I'm going to have so much terracotta. It's going to be lovely. I'm using so much terracotta in this build. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the color for the top level yet. Oh, hi, creeper. Could you, like, not? Please? Thank you. Creeper farm's already working. Gotta love it. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I may have to play more of that beacon beam, but I actually was looking back. There was a mod I used to use. I guess it'd be less useful out here, but it was Lambda better better grass, which I've been using vanilla tweaks. They've got a data pack that basically puts the top level texture on all sides of like grass blocks and stuff. But the Lambda better grass was nice because it helped blend things, and if there were grass block and then grass block, it would go solid, but if it was dirt below, it did some cool stuff. I stopped using it because she stopped developing it for fabric. She did quilt only, but apparently she's back doing it, making the mod for fabric, so I may have to go grab that again. I stumbled onto it again because I was looking at dynamic lighting. I was watching, was it Joel Duggan's stream? And he was talking about dynamic lighting mods. And if you've used Optifine, right, you've seen those where it's like, oh, I'm carrying a torch, and so the world around me is lit up. Or I'm shooting an arrow, a flame arrow, and now everything here is all lit up, right? That type of thing. Well, yeah, same deal. I think this is the reason I brought the stone box. I wanted to fill in this area with stone. Well, anyway, so Lambda's... Oh, you know what? You're probably right. Let's turn the shape box back on. Ta-da! But apparently she had a dynamic lighting mod, which is cool. And so that got me looking back at stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sprite. I have the memory of a steel sieve, or like a steel sieve, and things just slip through it. Okay. All right, so we'll just carve out the square and then back and forth like we were doing. Of course, got this cool gap here, which is fun too. No! Hey, remember that light that was there? See that torch? I guess you probably walked up from over there, but still and stuff. Okay. you a light bulb moment. Yeah, that's fair. Got so caught up on the let's see if this goes to here, right? To here, and to here. Haha. Okay. Whoop whoop. All right, let's pick up that beacon. All right, let's dig. Yep, I got so caught up in the, hey, does this beacon thing work? I stopped worrying about the shape overlay for the hole. Oh, this is going to be so nice. Anyway, as I was saying, at least at some point during this stream, I need to decide what color the top floor is going to be. And before you say purple, Sprite, the second floor is already purple, so I'm going to be doing a different color. The bottom floor is green. My storage floor is green. My villager floor is purple. And every floor needs to be purple. No, I'm using color to make it easier to see which floor you're on. Because it's not as if it's going to be obvious. I was originally thinking when I set it all up that it's like, oh, each floor will basically be the same. And so I'll definitely need to, I'll use color just to make it easier to see what floor am I on? Okay. The whole, hey, let's just put regular terracotta in one box. Yep, that's gone. Anyway, light blue's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. I have to take a look at the terracottas again. But I wanted to go with terracotta for the colors rather than concrete because I didn't want quite that. I didn't want the colors to be quite that bold, right? I wanted something that was a little bit more, muted. Okay. Not like pastel, which we don't have for reasons known only to Mojang. And I wanted them to be solid, which is why I'm not doing something like woods of any sort. Okay. Yes, I'm using pale oak for decorations. I'm using deep slate for decoration and stuff like that. But I don't want the main walls to have that sort of texture. So I'm going for a very modern, very clean, very sci-fi type build. And for that, I wanted solid colors. Which is why I'm using terracotta. But yeah, the light blue might be good. I was toying with the idea of red. But honestly, I think I want to stick with the cooler colors. So light blue might be good. I'm using... obviously, I use the blue, which turns it purple for the villager floor. I'm using black terracotta for the roof. Or for the ceilings. So, got something going on there. Okay. All right. Where's my stone here? Okay. Okay, so yeah. Do I have an extra pick? I have an extra pick. I do. It's in my shulker box, but I absolutely have one. Just in case. Also, I've got a whole mess of other picks. Yeah, were you thinking you want to come help dig? Yeah. Oh, we can make picks happen. I have villagers. We can do all the picks. Yeah. Since I'm here, let me drop off some stuff. And yeah, we'll drop that off. We'll drop this terracotta off. And yeah, we can 100% make that happen. Okay. Well, here, if I do, yep, long journey commencing. Well, if you can get to my, the ancient city, which should be a lot closer, there's a portal on the surface in the tree farm that goes up onto the nether roof. That'll make that a lot easier. Also, this will be a good opportunity. I need to, oh, the quartz for my city. So, oops, hang on. So my city entrance is at minus 379, minus 534. It's not too far from spawn. So minus 379 and minus 534. Okay. All right, let's, here, we'll just grab a little bit of, let's see. So you grab a, let's grab a couple of pickaxes. All right. And then, oh, I should probably, get something else. All right, we're gonna need efficiency. We'll grab a couple of efficiency books, grab a couple of unbreaking books, a couple of mending books. All right, and we'll do one fortune and one silk touch. Unfortunately, XP could be an issue on this, but we'll see how this goes. So unbreaking and mending. Unbreaking and mending. Efficiency and silk touch. Efficiency and fortune. Okay, so there's the fortune flavor. There's the okay, and I'm out of XP. This is awesome. Of course, I'm about to go over here and trade villagers and heal my pickaxe and not get XP, but that's totally fine. All right. Hi, guys. Because I do need to heal my pickaxe, but I also need the XP, so. So, the healing of my pickaxe is going to eat all of my XP for this, which is silly. Okay. All right. Are we going to do it again? Oh, no, it's dark. Hang on. Sleep. Just sleep. But yeah, if you go up to my... But Sprite, yeah, if you end up at that entrance to my city, there's a portal like right there, and then can make it over here and along the nether roof, which is a little bit safer. This is... Oh, right. It's fine. It's just the other side. I got confused. So very confused. All right. Bookstore is over here. Right. So that is going to be... Actually, is it better if I do it the other way? It is. Awesome. All right, so if I want to enchant, it's basically going to be 17. Okay. Nice. Well, I go from like 0 to 22 when I trade with the villagers. So, of course, they have to wake up and want to sell me stuff. I suppose I could always just zip over to the Enderman farm, but I think I'll do that when I go to enchant my new armor. Actually, I've got a whole extra set of tools I want to enchant up too, but those will not be netherite. They'll just be... Come on down. You're the next contestant on Give Me Your Emeralds. Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll... All right, there we go. Sprite, I think... Is that the... I think that's the nether enchantment, which is... Or the nether achievements, or advancement, I guess they are. All right. Cool. Oh, and they're ready to go again. Perfect. Yeah, on the roof now. Perfect. Okay. Let's all right, let's just go through these, and honestly what I should do is enchant the first pick and then come back and do this. Yep, just follow the track. The track, it's a little bit more it's square, but the track goes all the way there. The torches do not. The torches go to the gold farm, but okay. So, tell you what, drop in chat if you have a name that you want on a on your pickaxes. Hang on, I have to go disenchant these. So I'll get you a 1 fortune and 1 silk touch pickaxe. Okay. Also, I still have all these emeralds, which are awesome. All right, up this side. Oops, hang on, gotta go all the way up. This may not have been the best choice for elevators going up this way, but it works, so. Okay. Nope. We're fine. We got this. Okay. All right. All right. Well, then we'll call this one Sprites Silk Touch because, well, just Sprite Silk. There we go. And this one, oh, I need a few more levels to finish this off, which is fine. Okay. Hopefully these guys are back and ready to trade some more iron, because that's always the catch, isn't it, right? It's like, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's do the thing. But yes, wonderful. Okay. Go. All right, we should have enough levels to make this all work. All right. Honestly, let's grab as many of these emeralds as I can and just block them up. Yeah. I'm getting a few emeralds, which is great. All right. All right. And fortune. Okay. Sprites, fortune. All right. There we go. Oh, I put all this iron away. I definitely do not need to be carrying that around with me. All right. There we go. And let's put away these bones, because I would like to keep the bones. I got a bunch from the trial chamber on Thursday, but I had a couple of stacks. I need to go. I'm looking at maybe dealing with some, maybe going out and getting some dogs here. Oh, you have no food. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, there's, I should have actually sent you down to the city. I think I had a minecart down there. You could have just taken a minecart and rode that all the way out. But I wasn't thinking about it, because that's how I got my villagers here. At least the first ones from my villager breeder. I know, right? I follow the train tracks, the ones with the powered rails that you could ride, and it takes about 5 minutes, but it does its thing. I know. It's see if my thinking were as fast and reliable as Proton VPN, you know, this would go faster. But no. So when you come through the portal into this room, I'll just put these pickaxes right here in this top chest. So the portal will take you out here. And you'll be able to see one side, you'll see the happy ghast. Come back the other side. This top chest are the two pickaxes. Okay. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, no, no, no. Ah, darn it. Okay. This happens rarely, but it happens, and it's annoying. Just grab a clip of this. But, all right, let's... Okay. That really stinks, though. Okay. All right, hang on. I must get a couple replacement ender pearl. Yeah, I think that quarter is roughly halfway. I don't remember. There'll be another turn you have to do, though, too, so... It's not... Okay. Alright, anyway. Of course, getting over here will be a little bit of a climb, but... That'll be fine. Okay. Diggy diggy. Alright, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have to go down about 50 more blocks. So, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so we're actually going to be coming out to here. I think I'm going to put some sort of level of decoration around the outside of this. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but it'll be something. Because I think I'll build it up so it looks like there's some sort of building coming out of the mesa. I don't know, something cool. Yes, stay on the powered rails. The other one, if you follow it, will take you to where does it take you? It takes you to an ocean monument. If and when I decide I needed that so I could get the guardians for the reactor. Yep. Yeah, nope. Stay on the connected rails. Of course, we were just talking about Zero's minimap. If you were using that, I think I could have just given you the... I could just send you the waypoint and you can teleport. But just thinking of things that are easier and stuff that I totally forgot were a thing. You know, because I remember stuff. Totally remember stuff. Okay. And get you some golden carrots and stuff when you get here. All right. Oh, subspace bubble. That probably means you're here now. Nice. All right. Oh, righty. Yep, I see a sprite. All right. Now, just come this way. We'll get you some food. Okay. And I should be able to do that. They're easy jumps. You can just jump onto the... There we go. All right. Oh. Oops, the door closed. To open this door, just look at the paintings. All right, let me see where I've... Actually, I think I've got some food here. That's all right. We'll come this way. Somewhere I have food. Okay, I'm gonna have to restock. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. I'm gonna sleep. You're welcome to set spawn here as well if you'd like. And unfortunately, I've been flying over there, so I'm trying to think if I actually have a safe way down. And I don't think I do, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think you can jump off of this side. Oh, that, or you could walk over and around. Yeah. You can jump down this way. You'll take a little bit of damage, but it won't be too bad. There we go. All right. So now, back up this way. I think. Hey, Snoopers, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a fine and fabulous Saturday. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. Sprite decided she was going to come help me dig a big hole. So, we're digging a big hole. Ack! Okay. We're good. We're good. Anyway. Yeah, vertically challenged. Yes. All right, so let's see. So we're coming to this way. So I'll set up the outline. Vertically challenged in many ways, yes. Well, as someone who has vertically challenged family members, it's funny. So my wife is significant. Whoa. Okay. I guess I live down here now. Oh, hello, zombie. You don't live down here now. Go away. Anyway, my wife is significantly shorter than I am. She's like 5'2", and I like to say I'm 6 feet. I'm actually like 5'11 and a half or something like that. But we ended up with kids. One of my kids is shorter than she is, and one is taller than I am. It's a special breed of fun. Okay. Because I was silly, and so pick up the beacon beam again. Yeah, genetics are great, you know? I mean, it's not overly surprising that it's my son that is taller than me. I'd have been a little bit surprised had it been one of my daughters, just given how humans work. But, but I think most of my kids are actually, except for my oldest, I think that most of my kids actually managed to fall in the middle. As far as height goes. All right. Oh, there we go. Managed to just slip. Yeah, Snoopers, you missed it. My epic fail this morning. I set up a haste beacon so that I could obviously dig this out quickly, or at least faster. The haste beacon doesn't actually cover the dig site. It only covers like up to this block. Not the brightest tool in the shed this morning. Oh, let's see. You're the worst at placing beacons? Yeah. Well, I did. I put the beacon here. I put it where it was going to be permanently. Going right up this elevator. It's just catches the edge. It's just silliness. Okay, so let's see. So that's gonna, oops. All right, so that's that corner. So I think we're starting to get the shape of this here. The good news is the beacon is, at least it's close enough that if I just zigzag my way back and forth, I can pick up the beam again when I come back to this one side. But it also means I now have it's 5 rows that get missed. The overlay works. Okay. So I think I had it go up too high when I put this up here. I just guessed. So where that is flat is I'm going to stop. So yeah. Well, I'm not worried about the top. The bottom, I think, is at 136. So should be. Oh, those ones here? Oh, yeah. Those should all go away. But it's because I have... Well, I miss things. I just miss things. Good. Oh, it's missing the beacon's range. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So it just comes to... these are the rows that the beacon doesn't hit on this side. Okay. Yeah. So we were playing with this earlier, Snoopers, which is weird. So here, let me turn off that despawn sphere for a minute. Yep. That's it. So apparently Mini HUD has a thing to turn on the beacons. So you can see the beacon range. Except it's only showing that beacon. It's not showing this one. And Sprite let me know that this actually was a thing. I didn't know this. Which, I guess it's probably not overly surprising. But, I mean, it's cool. But it doesn't show this beacon. So it doesn't show those 5 rows. Okay. Well, that's fine. It shows it for you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't like me today. It's like dealing with that trial chamber on Thursday. It's like, nope. Snooper's got all the cool drops. You know, the one thing I went to that trial chamber for, I didn't get. She got it all. And she got the mace. You were kind enough to give it back to me. Or give it, not back, but to give it to me. But still. All right, hang on. I'm going to come pick up the beacon beam. All right. Cool. Oh, those 5 are in the beam. The rest aren't. Yeah. That sounds right. So it just come in. So just come back to the side, pick up the haste beacon again, and diggy diggy. So it's not too bad. Practically speaking, it doesn't really matter, but... Okay. Don't want to take her feet out from under. So yeah, so at least going back and forth like this means that we'll pick up the beam, Oh, that's true. I did get some mob heads. I got the one breeze mob head, and I think I got a spider. Of course, I don't know if you had looting on your sword or not. I'm still... Most of my gear... I think I had looting on that one. Because I was working on sort of limited... I didn't go crazy with villagers over in the ancient city. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. That would make sense if you didn't have it. Yeah, I didn't go crazy with the villagers until I got over here. And then I just went insane. You know, because obviously I had to have all of the librarians for all of the trades, including the ones that I never use, because I just had to. At some point, I might need that channeling or that Curse of Vanishing book. I'll never need the Curse of Vanishing book. Curse of Binding is one thing. I actively use Curse of Binding on the when I built the bartering farm. But still, man. Keep that there. So what I used it for, so for the bartering farm, to make things a little bit easier, I put Curse of Binding on leather boots and then gave the boots to the piglins. So then what ends up happening is they pick up the boots and, you know, they then obviously wear them. Okay. And that means that they can stand on powdered snow. So what I do is then I then stand them on the said powdered snow. And so when they barter, they trade their gear or trade for the gold. They drop all the good stuff at their feet, which falls through the snow. But because they're wearing leather boots, they don't fall through. Did I miss? Give me the haste. Okay. Anyway, so it's really cool like that. And I think there might be a couple... Well, no, those are the ones that drop the stuff at their feet. So anyway, it's really handy for that type of thing. It's like... The other thing you could use it for, though I don't know exactly how it would work, would be to... like if you had a zombie you wanted to give a stone sword and wanted to not pick up a diamond one, for example. You could give it a Curse of Binding sword and then it won't pick up the other one, right? So, you know, stuff like that is kind of cool. Curse of Vanishing said I have very little use for, but I decided to go completionist with the bookstore and, or at least semi-completionist. So at least every max level trade that you can get from librarians I've got. Okay, there we go. There's the beacon. Sometimes it takes it a minute. Okay, down we go. All right, carrots would be nice. Okay, I think I still have some stone here. Yep, just to fill that in. All right. Slowly, slowly. This goes. Let's see. Anything else going on? I don't know. As typical, recorded a podcast today talking about social media and stuff because, sure. It's there. That goes there. Um, it's just been on my mind a lot, and I wanted to rant a little bit. So, ta-da! So that'll be coming out a week from Monday for supporters. The podcast I've got coming out on Monday for supporters, Wednesday for everybody else, which it's over there at the Music Free Static channel. Talking a little bit about streaming and streaming frustrations and stuff like that. So, whoa. All right, I live down here now. It's all good. So yeah, that's fun stuff. All right, so we clicky. You fell down there too. Yeah, it's that little crack is in the way. You know. I was about to make about to crack a crack joke, and I think that might not be totally appropriate for the stream. Just saying. Not to disparage all of my plumber friends out there, but, you know, sometimes it's just not appropriate. Okay. And okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Stream joke. A magician was diving down the street, and then he turned into a driveway. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's... Yeah, gotta stand here long enough for the beacon to pick you up. I said diving and then not driving. Okay. Well, if he was diving down the street, that would have actually been impressive, you know? Street diving is maybe not a sport I could recommend to most people, but, you know, a magician probably pull it off. Okay, where's my... Somewhere here, I've got a box of stone. All right. All right. Yep. Just fill this in. Yeah. So at the top, I'm going to have to build up around the farm too, just to give it some, well, give it some darkness. You know, this is a goth farm. It embraces the darkness. That's just silly. Anyway, yeah, since it's a creeper farm and it needs to be dark for the creepers. Yeah. Just have to build up something around it so it stays dark and the creepers can enjoy it before plummeting to their fiery deaths. You know, which I'm sure they're all about. You know, what creeper isn't about fiery death? Probably most of them, but still. I don't know. I'm of the opinion that the creepers just want love, but don't know what to do when they have it. I think that's my headcanon. That they just want hugs, but then sort of freak out when they get them, and yeah, I think that makes sense. That totally jives, right? Okay. Oh, right, with the terracotta. Let me throw down a I throw down a couple of shulker boxes here. Yeah, that's it. They feel too much. Okay. This one is just about full, actually. All right, what am I... Looks like... Oh, regular terracotta, maybe. The orange? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Looks like we might end up needing to get another couple of shulker boxes. Cool. Yeah, but these three are all full, huh? All right. We go take these back and bring back some more shulkers. All right. So I will be right back with... All right. And this is partly why I need so many rockets. All right. All right. So that one's full. That one's stone. Okay. We are... Shoot. All right. I only have 3 more shulker boxes, so this is going to be fun. All right. Woohoo! Well, we only have to go down 40 more levels, so it'll be fine. What I might have to do, actually, is just unload a couple of these shulker boxes into chests. Because I want to keep the terracotta. You have yet to do an end raid? Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't think I was going to need this many shulker boxes, you know? Oh, actually, I think I've got a couple more shells. I think I've got enough I can make, like, 3 more shulkers. Yeah, you just have the one I gave you? Yeah. I should maybe break down and actually build a shulker farm. I don't know. Shulker farm mechanics changed, I think, a little bit because of... because they changed the aggression level, I think, on some of... And so a lot of the shulker farms actually kind of got nerfed. So I'll have to take a look and see what's still viable. If I got really crazy, I'd build my own. I'd design my own shulker farm. I don't know that I want to get that crazy, but I could do it, I guess. The weird part is trying to figure out how to get the shulkers to shoot themselves. And the designs I've used, they what do they do? Like they use a snowman or something to entice the shulkers to shoot at them. And then I don't know, using flapping trapdoors or something. They block the sights of the snowman so that the bullet then goes backwards and hits the shulker. I don't know. It's weird. I'd have to go back and do some research on it and see how that works. But it would be really cool. I saw one design. I think it was one that it was Xuma and maybe XB. XB Crafted, maybe. I think they built it on Hermitcraft this season. And rather than using scaffolding, which is what like was ENX04 or no, somebody else. Ending Credits. It was Ending Credits designed the that shulker farm. And it works. It works great, but it uses scaffolding. Their farm used glass pillars and pistons. Or sticky pistons. Actually, it probably don't even need to be sticky. Because it just pushes these glass columns up and down. And then because of that, they... there we go. Because of the glass columns, right, the shulkers try to stand on the columns or stick to the side of the columns. When the columns shift, the shulkers have to beam themselves somewhere, and they do. And so at that point, you beam them into someplace where they either something that kills them. Usually someplace with powdered snow or something like that. Okay. So, yeah, it's weird. And the more shulkers you can get shooting at you or at the snowman or whatever, the better, because they'll hit themselves and you'll just get shulkers faster. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's too crazy. I just don't know how to do it. But it's also not something I've looked up lately, so. But it would be nice to have a few extra shulker boxes. So. And quite possibly shulkers for everybody else who wants shulker boxes too. All right. 75 more to go. Okay. Nope. We'll get there. It's just a long way down. But yeah, the plan is to build up, you know, a few layers. The bottom of the farm won't be careful, I don't want to drop Sprite down here. That would be bad. The bottom of the farm is going to be a water stream that the creepers and probably spiders end up in. Just, you know, that obviously will then kill them. But that'll have to be up about 20 blocks or so. Yeah, probably not that high. More like, some of these soul fires, they can probably go up like 10 blocks below the last spawning platform. You know, because light levels and stuff, it needs to be dark for them to spawn. Because creepers are all about the darkness. It's not just a phase. They're totally like the darkness. So we have to make that happen for them. And I don't know that it'll happen today, just looking at the time. But I do want to take a look at some point and just see. Because I know you can set up the platforms in such a way that spiders won't spawn. Obviously, you can't use carpet because carpet would get washed away by the water, but there's a way to put like pillars or something in so that the creepers won't spawn. Or the creepers will spawn, the spiders won't. And alright. Okay. Alright. Just because I am that guy. Okay. Oh, okay. Just brown terracotta. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I had to move my shulker boxes down. I'm leaving them floating there just sort of bugged me, and I don't know why. Oh, that's, you assumed I'd move. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Ack! Sorry! You jumped just as I swung. Okay. Where am I? I am lost. Okay. I can't see the beacon beam from here. All right. Well. Yeah, we know PvP is on. Okay, there's the haste. There it is. There it is. Yeah, well, this is definitely a server where we're all sort of friendly and probably not trying to kill each other. But, you know, if it happens. I don't think I shot snoopers too many times when we were raiding the trial chamber on Thursday. Probably. All right. Jeez, 30 more levels. You actually hit me. Okay. So yeah, that's fair. You know. All right. So how are we doing? Oh, okay. That shulker's full. Okay. This one is not yet, but it will be in a moment. Okay. I think what I may have to do is just take these back to the storage, dump them into a couple of chests. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go empty these into some chests, and I'll leave this shulker here, and I'll be back with some empty shulker boxes. Okay. I think I have chests. Maybe I have chests. I do have a couple of chests. Cool. Okay, that'll work. That's not going to be enough chests, but that's okay. All right. So, because I am crazy, I don't know what that. Oh, that was. That's the leftover. I never did get around to dumping the loot from the thing yesterday. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh. Free up at least some time. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Go me. Good at this. Also, just randomly placing terracotta places. Also, things I'm good at. Okay, that one's empty. Okay, this one is just all brown. Oh, no. No. We can absolutely not sleep. Yep, if you need us to not sleep, we can not sleep. All right. Okay, and... Okay, that one's that. Yep, no worries. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. Let's dump this one. Oh yeah, I'm going to fill up my terracotta storage before I even have a chance to fill up my terracotta storage. Or something. Yeah, that sentence made sense. Okay. Alright, well, the good news is we're going to have plenty. Oops. Okay. Alright, so this will open up 5 more shulkers for me. And I say me, and I mean us, because it's obviously more than one person doing stuff. Alright, cool. And those are empty. Wonderful. All right. So, oh, let me throw... Where did I need better signage. Or just need to better remember how I laid out my base. Okay. Cool. You just tag along. Nice. Okay. Woohoo! All right. Wonderful. So I've got more shulker boxes here. So we are set. Bunch of feet. Okay. Oh, yeah. This will be good. I kind of expected this to go to stone by this point, but apparently not. Okay, it's going to stone. No, that's fine. I need all of the terracotta, so. Because I said all of the interior walls of this building are terracotta, so. Yep, we were talking about that earlier. What color to theme the third floor? Because the storage floor is green. The villager floor it's purple, but it's technically blue terracotta. And the third floor, I'm still trying to figure out what I want it to be. Said we were talking about light blue earlier, which would probably look good. I don't think I want to go with red or orange. I mean, I could do yellow. The third floor is going to be... I don't think I want to do yellow. The third floor is basically going to be all decorative nonsense. Okay, I've got to remove those shulkers. They're bothering me. Light blue or lime? I hadn't thought about lime. That would be a good choice. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm burying the shulkers. There. They're probably going to be in the way, but that's typical. All right. All right. Sprite, are your pickaxes holding up okay? I know my netherite one is starting to wear. If we need to, we can try to get back and get about a third durability left. Okay. Okay. Because what we can do is I can let you borrow my elytra, fly back up, and trade iron with my villagers over there. Oh, on the one. The other one's full. Okay. Yeah, I haven't broken out my other pickaxe either, so. Honestly, I should have been using my fortune pickaxe here and saved my silk touch one for getting further down, but that's all right. Cobblestone is good too. I'll have to take a look and see what the lime looks like. The lime terracotta. Because I like green, and I have a lot of green dye. Of course, I've got a fair amount of blue dye too, so. Okay. See, I don't think about that much because I use my silk touch as my main pickaxe, so that's just the one I go to first. All right, let's... Oh, congratulations on the stone. I'm going to switch pickaxes here. Oh, of course, I do need to keep that one on me so I can pick up the ender chest. Okay. We'll work this out. I should also make up a sword to leave at the Enderman farm. Just an unbreaking, mending, sweeping edge, sharpness 5. Oops. Which one is that one? That one. Okay. I think this one is now maxed. This one is not. Okay. Alright, so this one is full. Okay. Ah, great. Just those random things that pop up into my mind as I'm doing stuff. Like, oh yeah. When it was just me in the world, I didn't worry about stuff like that because it was just me. It's like, oh, I always have my sword in my ender chest. I don't have to worry about anybody else. I don't need to make it convenient for anyone else. If it's slightly less convenient for me, it's just me. Yeah, go ahead and silk touch the ores, Sprite. It saves room in the storage. You're welcome to keep any iron ore if you want to. Obviously, I don't need iron. Heck, you're welcome to keep any of the ores if you want to. So, yeah, there's just a few of those places. I left a sword at the Blaze Farm. I need to put it in an item frame. Ah, okay, that's fair, Sprite. That's fair. I definitely appreciate the help. This would have be taking twice as long. And I know this is the most riveting content of all time. So exciting. But it needs to happen, so here we are. There's some of this I'll do off camera. You know, when I put the blue concrete ring around the base, I did that off camera, partly just because I wanted to play Minecraft, which is the best reason to do it. But okay, I think this box, well, it's got room for some red, but that's fine. Okay. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to play some Minecraft, and it takes forever to make concrete. I'll tell you. And I haven't set up any sort of like TNT-based concrete machine or anything like that. It's just like, nope. I just craft and place, break, place and break a zillion times over. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to build my base out of concrete, but I'm questioning my life choices. Okay. I could have made it out of something easy to get, like, you know, stone and wood, but no, I had to use concrete because it looks good or something. That's just silliness right there. I don't know about this whole looking good thing. I don't think it's going to catch on, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, but yeah, we're definitely getting out of the terracotta world, aren't we? Oh, you have no shovel. Okay. Uno momento, por favor. with my very epic Spanish skills. I have shovels. I don't know. Ouch. I don't know if they're enchanted, but I have shovels. Oh, actually, I probably... Hang on. I have a toolbox over here. Yeah. Let's see what they got. Okay. One of them... All right. Yeah. So... Yep, I'll bring you a shovel. I've got one of those. Which I could have done over there because it was in my ender chest, but hang on. I also need a few more rockets. This is why I need the farm. Because the rockets get expensive and I'm flying a lot. Yeah, when I started doing things in the ancient city, it's like, oh, I don't need any of this because I don't need to worry about elytra so much because I'm underground. I'm not going anywhere. And for the most part, that was true. I'm not underground anymore. I'm very much not underground anymore. Well, okay, like maybe right now I'm underground, but still. All right. No, we're good. All right. At least dirt is insta-mine even without the beacon, so that's nice. Yeah, I have that other haste beacon set up. Of course, that's nowhere near this area. But yeah, that'll be moving to the other side of the base. All right. Which will be all sorts of fun. Okay. Terracotta goes in there. All right. And there's another one for stone. Stone and dirt and stuff. Okay, so this... Wow. All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have so much terracotta. It's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna love it. You know, this one was pretty full, wasn't it? All right, I'm just gonna hang on to this one. It's not completely full, but close enough. All right. Okay, so off we go. Oh, okay. Dirt. He's dirty dirt. He's the dirtiest of dirt. Yeah, there's a sign on the highway, or at least it used to be. I don't think it's been there for a while. There used to be a sign on the highway heading up over one of the passes that lead out of the valley I'm in. The sign said "Clean Dirt Wanted." The sign always gave me a little bit of a chuckle. I mean, I can sort of understand where it's coming from, you know. But okay, I'm going to need my silk touch here in a minute. All right. Silk touch all the ores over here. Not that I need charcoal ore, but gold is one thing. Charcoal, that's something else entirely. Yep, I absolutely should have been using my fortune for the first half of this dig. Oh well. Ah, darn it. Turns out I'm insta-mining the ore too. Which is interesting. Okay. Yeah, you want to, when you want to actually get the gold out, you fortune the overworld gold ore, and you smelt the nether ore. Because the nether ore only gives you nuggets. Oops. And if you look at the math, you end up averaging, with a Fortune 3 pick, you end up averaging 8 nuggets per block. Yeah. I mean, yes, you can fortune a nether ore, but said you average 8 nuggets per block. So if you just smelt it, you, on average, will come out ahead. It is possible to fortune a nether gold block, and you end up with, and potentially get like 15, 12, like a lot of gold nuggets, more than you would get from smelting it. But that's, it's not common. It's not common, but the math says you fortune it. Or you smelt it. But if you use fortune on the regular gold ore, because then you can get up to 3 golds. Raw gold, which of course then is smelts directly into ingots. So yeah, because math is fun. All right, so I'm going to put these over here so that they're in the way when I start digging them out over here. You know, because if there's one thing I'm good at. No, it's that way it's down there. I don't have to move them as often because I'm weird like that. Shovel. Okay, there we go. And watch out for the ores. Okay. All right, so we'll just, yeah, that's the other fun about being in a mesa. Mesas tend to be very rich in ores, gold especially. But I don't know if it's they have more of the other ores or not, like copper and stuff. That I don't know, but they definitely have more gold than every place else. Okay. There we go. Got it. Oh, let's see. What else is going on? Probably something cool. Oh, Hermitcraft is doing a stream weekend today. Starting at 10 o'clock Pacific. I think it's 11 o'clock my time. And they're inviting a bunch of guests onto the server and having all sorts of fun and shenanigans. So that's exciting. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Scott Smager does with Metro Mayhem. Or JoJo Solos, who rocked it when she was doing testing. Now that she has a chance to, actually figure out how the course works, she would probably rock that. And of course, anytime you get Jimmy Solidarity Gaming together with Joel, and I think Mythical Sausage is all going to be on the server too. Oh yeah, Chaos is definitely going to be there. You know JoJo Solos? Yeah. I'm not hyper familiar with what she does. I know she's like S tier at MCC. Impulse brought her on the server to test Metro Mayhem because he didn't want to give the Hermits too much of an advantage. But yeah, it'll be fun. But I've seen her too a few times because she did a few streams with the gang, Tango and Impulse and Skiz. I forgot what they were playing. Some survival game. So that's the wrong one. Decent win. There we go. Okay. Oh, different JoJo? Okay. I don't know how many JoJos there are. Okay, I think we're just about out of the terracotta. Just about. Okay. All right, so we actually don't have that much further to go. We've got about 13 more layers. Okay, which is going to be great. All right. And I have a couple more empty shulker boxes if we need it, so. God darn it. Okay. Okay. We are making something resembling progress. Okay. Took it a minute to pick up the beacon. All right. And we're off. Let's see. What else has been going on? Not a whole lot. I've been watching Darkwing Duck because I fell down the rabbit hole of my childhood, so that's been fun. You know, I rewatched it many years ago, and it didn't live up to my memory. But I've been rewatching it this time. It's like, oh yeah, this is why I love this show so much. It had a certain level of snark that I was... snark and puns and all of that stuff that I was into. Because surprisingly enough, I like puns. I know. Many of you are shocked. Okay, I think we're full on this one. Or at least as full as we're going to get. Okay. Right. Actually, I have no problem here getting all of this cobblestone because cobblestone's one of those things I end up being surprisingly light on because I typically use a silk touch pickaxe. So having cobblestone to be able to make redstone components is handy. There was something. I forgot what it was. I know they made some changes to the recipes a while back that allowed you to use blackstone to do a lot of things that you can normally do with cobblestone. Oh, yours going to be regular stone? Hey, that's fine. I need that too, so it's all good. But they, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, so blackstone. So you can make like tools out of blackstone, but you can't make redstone out of blackstone. Which is a little annoying. I would like to, I'd like to be able to do that. I have dreams, not like actual dreams, but because I'm not quite that weird. Oh, just a heads up, Sprite, that's a fortune shovel. So if you hit gravel patches, you're going to end up with crazy amounts of flint. I am gonna harvest this gravel though. Anyway, I have dreams of doing one world, or maybe at another point in this world. I don't know, but basing in the Nether. And, just as a sort of a fun little challenge or something. But you can't deal with redstone well that way. You actually have to come to the overworld to get stone, so you can make redstone. Also, it turns out cobblestone's hard to get since you don't have water, but cobbled blackstone is easy. So yeah, that would be one of those things. Like, I would like to be able to do this. Oh, I'm sure there's a data pack or something out there, resource pack. Yeah, it would be a data pack out there somewhere that would allow that to happen. But, I think it would be cool for that to be a vanilla thing. Just like I kind of think it would be cool to be able to use honey to make sticky pistons. And I know there are data packs that allow that to happen. But, okay. Just, all right, I did have another empty shulker. Actually, I've got a couple. So here's a shulker. That one's going to be great for stone down here. And then this one, pretty much everything else. It's another empty one. Maybe what I'll do is I've got... Oh, okay. We're full of stone. Nice. Do I have another empty shulker? I do not. So, cool. All right. Well, we'll just have to keep filling. All right. The good news is we're getting down towards the end. So, all right. Just keep hanging on to these full ones. Okay. That one's cobble. Can move it down. All right. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? Okay, so we are going to be... Oh yeah, stone is not too bad. I'm less concerned about the stone than I am the terracotta, so... Yeah, so if we end up with just voiding a bunch of stone, that is going to be okay. So I've got a stone generator, or a cobblestone generator anyway, back in the ancient city. Oops. Well, I guess that's going to cobble. Nope. It's not going to be cobble. There. Ta-da. Okay. Yeah, because... so that's going to be good. I may build one out here too. Though that one I might build it so it's both stone and cobblestone. I'm not sure. All right, hang on. I know we've got stone in a box. Stone in a box. Stone in a box. Okay. Yeah, there are a couple things. I don't need this base to be a mirror of the other one because I can get back to it relatively easily, even without the teleport stuff. It's, I've got a minecart track that'll get me back and forth. I have Elytra, it turns out, which makes getting back easy. Uses a lot of rockets, but, 3 or 4, depending on how I manage to fly it. But there are a couple of those small farms that it's nice to have just nearby. But this is definitely one that I need to have cobblestone or have gunpowder close. Okay. Okay, so, you know, I need to check on something here. Hang on. Give me just a minute. I need to check on something because I feel like I made a change to my bot. You might have noticed it's a little bit noisier than usual. Well, as I was adjusting some things, yeah, I really wanted it to be like, oh, I didn't actually adjust weights. That would explain it. Okay. I wanted like my stuff to come up a little bit more often than the proton ads. So we'll see. There we go. That change will take care of it. Okay. Anyway, not that you shouldn't go check out proton and all that fun stuff, but anyway. Of course, there is something to be said for using fortune on these ores and healing up the tools, but okay. Oh, hang on. Back here, pick up the beacon. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. So I need to get down to there. You can see it. We're close. So close. Oh, man. This is... Remember that whole selectively lazy thing? It's like, yes, I will sit here and carve out all of this nonsense. Yep, that's it. All right. Okay, let's move these down here. All right. Stone. One of these. Oh, right, that had the ores and stuff in it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, that merch is actually coming soonish. I need to double check because I need to double check the images I uploaded because I think I might need to adjust them a little bit. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Yay. Yep, no worries. I did the same thing. I broke the other ones, right? Okay. Because we need to go down to right there. Obviously, I'm going to have to light up some areas down here too, but that's going to be a problem for future me. Yep, just getting down, lighting up all the tunnels under my base. Yep, all that fun stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, I saw more gold in there. Haha. Thought you would escape me. You are wrong, because you are inanimate and cannot think. And I, on the other hand, am totally animate, but also cannot think. Okay. No, that's fine. I guess I didn't quite own that gold quite as much as I would have liked, but you know, it's okay. Somehow I'll survive. All right, there's ores. That one. All right, we're getting there. But yeah, that's how close we are. I'm gonna go ahead and just take out this whole row here. Oh, gravel. Yay, gravel. No, seriously, yay, gravel. I need so much gravel for concrete. And Yes, I can get it from piglin bartering, but that's not a fast process. Especially not with the slower gold farm that I have. Okay. All right, nice. So, we'll come up this way. So, yeah, so I've got some gravel. Of course, sand is a thing I need lots of too, but hey, I'm going to be going and doing some more ancient debris hunting just over the next couple of weeks so I can finish out my new armor set. And that's going to be nice because I think like happened on Thursday where we just ran into patches of gravel. It's going to be the same type of thing. Where I can just harvest a lot of it. All right. Okay, iron goes there. Okay, yep. We're just... Alright. Well, it looks like everything else is going to get voided. Cool. Actually, well, that's fine. I need to save the gravel. Everything else... I wouldn't even drop those brown terracotta, but... Alright. Cool. We've got not too much to go. I'm going to go drop off this... drop off some of this stone. Again, this armor here is has scared me multiple times, and that's just peachy. All right, let me just unload a bunch of this. Oh, gravel. Gravel goes over here. Okay, we'll get there. It's not... I think if I can just empty a couple of these, we should be okay. All right, this is getting close. The good news is once my sorting system's in place, I'll actually be sending all of the stone and stuff. Oh, you've got phantoms. Yes. Yes, I will sleep. Okay. Yeah, phantoms. Those are fun. I wasn't around for those mob votes, so I have no idea. No, I didn't know that they even had mob votes at the time, so. Yes, definitely. Oh, I need to let Sprite sleep. Well, at least the, I mean, you're not wrong. But hey, at least the phantoms aren't there. That's it. I'm working her too hard. Sorry, you don't get to sleep. That's just not allowed on my watch. You're just gonna have to... put up with it. Also, I should probably take the terracotta out of the box. Thank you. But yes, I definitely could get to bed faster. All right. This one. Sorry, I'm just dropping off a bunch of this nonsense. Okay. All right, good. There's a couple of empty boxes. Actually, I think we'll be coming back with 3 of them. Yeah. Cool. This should cover what we need, I think. Yes, that is true. Just dumped you in a hole. You're out of luck. Yeah. Yeah. Just slightly evil. I'm not the type of evil that would, you know, bury a city full of villagers or anything like that and convince them it was their idea. No, that's totally not something I would do. Or no, there's no video proof of that at all. Yeah. Tell them there's going to be elections and they can vote for it, and then, you know, just proceed to bury the town while they're voting. No, I wouldn't do anything like that. That's just silliness. All right. It's okay. Once we're done with this, yeah, getting out will be fun. I think I've got a water bucket, so I can set that up so you can swim out. Okay. I know you're not overly excited about Elytra, as I recall. Okay. So I don't know how you all are still watching this. I get... You're not bored out of your minds. Yeah. So I'll fly up, I'll pour water down so you can just swim up. Okay. Sweet. So there's a box we can just dump all of our happy goodness in. You're listening and looking for ancient debris. Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is our box of Creeper Doom. Lovely. All right, let me fly up. We'll get some water poured down here. I think it might be easier. Yeah, go ahead and grab the shulker, Sprite. Okay. This will be easier on this side. Okay. All right, so we'll just go ahead and pour that down there. The one thing about the mesa is the water is really, really blue, which is awesome. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get down there and drop a few torches here too, just while I'm... It would be nice if I didn't have creepers spawning down here until I'm ready for them to do so. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. All right. Now, getting back into the base is going to be an extra breed of fun. So what you'll need to do is make your way down into this crevice, this bottom of this thing over here. Okay. I am also going to... I've been meaning to take out these two terracotta that are just floating over here for, like, ever. Okay. Okay. Yay. All right. Cool. So, yeah, so make your way down all the way to the floor. Ow. And then, I believe... Yeah. Oh, I'm missing a thing. So this will get you up. Unfortunately, I don't have a... All right. It's just going to whip through everything. All right, hang on. I need to craft a quick trapdoor or something. Actually, you know what? It'd be faster just to go fly up and get one. Ah, wrong pickaxe! Darn it. All right, well, now I have obsidian. Okay. Let me get some. I'm a menace with that axe. Okay. Let's see. I think I've got some glow lichen around here somewhere. Lights. Glow lichen. Yes. All right. Now I think this will get you up here. Fairly certain. Pretty certain. I'll double check. Okay, I think it'll take you up there. So, all right. Woohoo! All right, so we're going to do it this way. All right, and then okay. Cool. So it should take you all the way up. It doesn't, but it should. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can get out and make it so it does get you out. All right, water. There you go. You should be able to swim up the rest of the way. Okay. Cool. Yep. All right, now we're... That's actually the wrong place, but that's all right. Try to figure out where I am. I just built this place. I don't know how to get around it. Hey, no worries, Sprite. No worries. That's something I've been meaning to do anyway for a while, so. All right. That works. Cool. All right, so we've got ourselves... Okay. Go ahead and just put that shulker against the wall over there. This one is empty. All right. Or on the ground, that works too. All right. Yeah, all the terracotta. Yeah, this one's empty. This is good. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I was just thinking, oh, because I'll end up going through and sorting all of this stuff anyway, so. Okay. Terracotta. And I broke my ender chest, so that's awesome. Okay. So depends on what you've got. These are labeled, so stone and cobblestone go over here, ores go over there, terracotta. They're all sort of labeled there, so dirt's over that way too, if you dirt and gravel. Or that's fine. That works too. To glass. Okay. I'll have to deal with that in a bit too. All right. Yeah. So much terracotta. It's great. All right. Dirt, stone, stone, and empty. Okay. Cool. All right. That should do it. And said, if you want to heal up your pickaxes, you're welcome to go trade with the iron villagers up there and get some XP. I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to run out to the end real quick and do that. But yeah, the scaffolding might be the safest, but because that comes up over here. I think there's, yeah, there should be plenty of iron in here. So there's iron in this barrel here. So you should be able to trade with them. I'm going to go head out to the end. You keep finding veins of one ancient debris. That's all right. Yep, no, that's fine, Sprite. That is totally fine. In fact, I'm going to sleep. Before I get to... that's what I ran into when I was getting ancient debris on Thursday. It's like, oh, look, here's one ancient debris. You know, I had a clip that just popped up for me of, oh yeah, here's like I found 3 ancient debris, and then I turn around, dig a little bit more, and here's another 3 ancient debris. It's like, man, where was that when I needed it on Thursday, you know? All right, let's head over to the end. Okay, which I think is this way. I'm also sorely tempted to do something with this trial chamber. I don't know what. Farming breeze, definitely. If it had a slime spawner, I would almost certainly set up the slime, but okay. But I don't have a slime spawner, so on the other hand, there's just a lot of copper there I could dig out if I needed it. All right. And because I have hostile mob sounds off like all the time. That's the other thing I need to do too, is go silence all of my villagers. Because I'm sure they're just hemming and hawing over there loudly. Okay. You're a huge player without some of the ease mods. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, I appreciate you swinging over to help dig out the hole, because that was going to take forever. It still did take forever, but it took slightly less forever. You know, I was a math major in college, okay? One of the things I was dealing with, of course, was integrals and things like that. And yeah, half the forever time. But you go through all of that nonsense, and it's like, oh, look, this, you start talking about different degrees of infinity. And it's like, well, this is just silly. You know, I felt like I was hand-waving my way through math half the time when dealing with limits and all that nonsense. It's like, oh, yeah, this goes to infinity. We just pretend this doesn't exist anymore. Because it's basically 0. Oh, this goes to infinity. We just call it infinity, and then we don't have to mess with it much. All right. And away they go. Goodbye. Got an Enderman head, so that's a thing. Okay, I don't really need ender pearls, so sweet. This is just the most basic Enderman farm ever. But the Enderman spawn really fast. And it's just, you know, no, they don't take fall damage. But once you have Sleeping Edge, it just takes it a minute to warm up, and then you're basically taking out Enderman with every swing. It's really nice. All right. We'll take the elevator up. All right. Okay, stream joke. I knew a guy who collected candy canes. They were all in mint condition. Okay, no, that's not fair. We had that joke earlier. Riley needs new material. Not allowed to duplicate jokes. You need to go there? Yeah. Well, the nice thing is you can get there without elytra if you need to. Because I've got the bubble column all there. But. And yes, the joke wasn't good to begin with. Just like, you know, mint candy canes. It's just not good. Okay, so. All right. Right. It's nice to know. Oh, I need to get a couple of other. Just grab a second ender chest to have with me. Just in case I do something like I did before and break that one. I've got a spare and then I can get at those ones. Okay, so the next thing I need to do. Man, that was awesome. Okay. Let's grab some more water here. And so I'm going to have to build up around the outside to have it dark all the way around. We'll deal with that eventually. Okay. Well, Riley's excuse for duplicates. The redstone fairy got into the dust again. Okay, that's fair. I believe it. All right, let's grab some water. All right. Yeah, I've warned the fairy about too much dust, but yeah. All right, so down here we are. Cool. All right, so basically what I want to see, I think, oh, I need blocks. Okay. All right, hang on. I need to come back here. I'm going to grab some blocks. Ow. And I need to take a quick bio break. So I will be back in just a moment. And we'll start with the next step here. Are there any repeaters with ticks? No, most of them have been have taken medical precautions so they don't get ticks. So they're safe to walk in the woods and they're okay. No. Sorry, that was stupid. I should apologize, but I'm not going to. Okay, I am back. All right, so let me grab a couple of extra blocks. And then I'll have to double check a couple of things, but we'll grab some. Let's just grab some regular deep slate since that was so accidentally mined. Okay, stream joke. No, not stream joke. We already did the stream joke. I was looking at the wrong place on the thing. Anyway, I should. Ooh, snoopers found debris. Cover me in debris. Is that the... What is that one? Is that the... Hey, I've crafted netherite. Oh, full suit of netherite armor. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Right. This is the other thing. I had... Oh, I was going to say, I have soul campfires around here somewhere. Okay. Nice. Ah, I need to do that. I need a whole netherite for a whole new set of armor. I've got two. I've got 2 ingots, but I also have a whole set of tools. Now I need to enchant. Right, I've got all of these tools I want to netherite up too, so. Well, Snoopers, you're welcome to come buy some books from my villagers to trade and get those books. And, all right. Which side? Not that side. This side, over here. All right, so let's figure this guy out. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is let's turn off this one. And next, I need this despawn sphere turned on. Yeah, Sprite, that you're welcome to do that. Okay, so I believe, yeah, this is further down, so that's good. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to get in here and light all of this stuff up. Right. All of this area, right where you can see all those mobs. Yeah, I need to light all of this nonsense up so that I don't have to worry about them. And so they don't screw up the rates of my farm. But that's a problem for future me. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I believe, if I'm remembering how this works correctly, let's see if I remember right. I think we go like so. So don't. Here, let me just, we'll do it like that. Just so I don't get a little bit carried away with my water placement. Okay, but I believe that if I do it like this. Okay. Someday we'll get all of this stuff in place. Eventually. Here we go, water. Yeah, I need these to not be water sources so that we don't end up filling this whole place with infinite water, right? I need it to flow. Okay. All right. Getting there eventually. All right. All right, so we'll get this around, and then the next thing I need to do is, yeah, see, we get this section here. Okay. If I put that in, I believe that won't change anything about this this square. But what it will do is ensure that mobs that land in those corners get flushed this way, which is the important part here. Do I have... Oh, I do have Depth Strider 3. Okay. Cool. So that's the idea. All right. So what we should have is a 5x5 section here that will get... Okay. Which will come down this way and we'll do stuff with. Mostly. Change pickaxes. So get back to the silk touch. Okay, so the plan here, once I get this all dug out, is to lay in some soul campfires with hoppers underneath. Okay, so the hoppers will collect all the drops, and then everything else will get right. So the creepers and said probably spiders, they'll all drop down here. I think I might put the fires. Take a look. I think I'll put the fires at this layer, because if the spiders, what'll end up happening, because spiders are stupid, right? They'll flow down, they'll catch fire, but then they'll try to climb up, and then maybe they'll get stuck up on this block. But if I put the fires here, then they won't do that. Of course, they'll try to walk out into the water will put them out, they'll get flushed back. It'll be fun. Same with the creepers. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it down here. That'll at least keep the creepers out. I don't know. The spiders will come up. Maybe they'll get flushed back down. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It'll be bad or something. In the meantime, we'll light it up so that they don't spawn down here. Cool. All right, so I guess what I'm going to have to do now here soon is redstone. Because what I want this to do is they'll burn in the fires, right? They'll get pushed in just like I did. They'll burn in the fires. The hoppers will pick up their stuff. I'm going to take all of that over to a water line. And then we'll send it all over this way, right into one of these. I think this one, which I think I'll have to extend down and get water going in places and stuff, but because this doesn't go down nearly as far as that does. But it's the inside ones I have going into the storage, so yeah. So that's fine. I could actually bring the water stream under this and over, and that's fine too. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay. Nothing overly crazy. Okay, so I am going to get a few more torches here. All right. And I'm on the wrong side. Well, that's fine. If only I had a way of flying over to the other side, it would be easier. All right, so cool. So yeah, I'm going to have to move this down and do a handful of other things, but okay, so where do I need this to go? Let's take this down to about, oh, I thought I had a cape on. No, it's just a zombie villager with armor. Cool. All right, anyway, so I would need to come down about here. Okay, this is okay. And honestly, maybe I'll bring it this way. That'll be a little bit easier to line up with what I'm doing. So, all right. Okay, so we should be able to come right across here. Yeah, there's the soul sand. So that's going to move down there. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just add a little bit of light. All right, now there's a distinct possibility I'm going to run into a cave here. So try to keep that in mind. Yeah, see, this is a thing. All right. Yes, definitely a thing. Okay, cool. And again, I still have the gamma override on because I forgot to turn it off. We're doing the digs initially, so that's why it's so bright. You want to get over there and do some things, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and light this area up. All right. Yeah, all of this is going to have to be lit up too. Because yeah, I can't have mobs spawning over here either. Because that would be bad. Okay, it said it would ruin my creeper farm. Okay, maybe not ruin it, but it wouldn't be as effective anyway. Okay, so is that... All right, I'm not going to worry about all of that at the moment. Yes, I'm going to need lots of torches. Anyway, we're back down here. Okay, let's go ahead and come back this way. I don't need to be in here for a lot of lighting up. Definitely don't need it for the water, but we'll do that anyway. Just to keep things happy. I am going to expand out a little bit beyond the despawn sphere. Just to make things a little bit nicer. Okay. Because, you know, nothing says fun like having a creeper fall on your head while you're doing things, so. Let's just see if we can keep that from happening, shall we? All right. Yeah, see? Plenty of space and stuff. Yeah, see, everything inside that pink sphere needs to be lit up. And it's going to take a lot of torches to do so. All right. I saw somebody once argue that if you're going to have light up stuff, use glow lichen because it's basically renewable as long as you have a bone meal farm. And yes, it takes twice as much lichen as it does torches, but it's basically the same sort of thing that we did before they lowered the light levels for that mob spawn at. So it's really not that much different. I don't know if I totally buy that argument, but it was an interesting thought. Hi. Okay. And how are we doing up here? All the gravel. Tempted to mine up all that gravel, but oh yeah, the elaborate lighting grids. Yeah, so we're just gonna have, you know, every 7 blocks we place a torch and we just build this grid. Well, now it takes fewer torches to do that, but you can do that same thing with glow lichen. And okay, there we go. There we go. This all comes in and out and stuff like that. All right. You had 5 blocks between? Yeah. Yeah. It's... Woohoo! Okay. Saw the rotten flesh over there. Thought it was another zombie, but it turns out it's an ex-zombie, and I'm okay with that. Now, I am totally and completely lost, which I'm sure is going to be okay. It was torch, 5 empty spaces, torch. Yep. Yep, I get that. I think I did the same thing because I started back then, obviously. Not quite as far back as you did, but far enough back that I predated all of those light level changes. Okay, I was definitely not as careful about leaving my breadcrumbs in a way to get me home. Which is fine, I guess. Okay. Let's very carefully. Okay. Now, once you get into the deep dark, I don't think we have to worry about it. But we're also deep enough, I don't think we have to worry about it anyway, so that's cool. Excuse me. At the sneezels. Thank goodness for a mute button. Alright, how do I get out of here? And also, where is my despawn? This is a good sized cave. Yeah. Not so speaking of good sized cave, so I was watching Joel Duggan stream the other day. If you don't know Joel, he's one of the hosts of the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs. Oh, look at you being all get yeeted, flaming dead child. Okay. Anyway, so he's building a new base. He spent like 4 years or something on sort of a medieval city, which looks amazing. Well, he finished it finally. And now he's moving on to a sci-fi build on a very large mushroom island. Well, it turns out under the mushroom island is also a very large lush cave. It's one of those epic lush caves that you just look at and it's like, holy cow, it's crazy. Sleepy time. I get that, Sprite. Sleep well. Enjoy your sleepiness. And thanks again for helping dig out the hole. All right, where am I? And anyway, so it was huge and it was cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be just about done here. I need to figure out how to get back to where I was. I'm going to cheaty cam. How did I? Holy cow, I am quite a ways away. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, there was a, okay, if I go down and around. Okay. So if I go down this way and up and around, I think I have to cut through a wall maybe or not. Not. Okay. Nice. All right. We'll just go ahead and light this up a bit. Again, that one's not as important. All right. And yes, I'm going to get the gold. Right. But anyway, it was the type of lush cave that you look at. It's like, oh yes, I would in fact build a city of dwarves down here. Or some form of cave dweller. All right, now how do I get out of this? All right, we're gonna cheaty cam again. Looks like up and around that way. Okay. I do try to put my torches on the same side as I come down. I don't always. See, hey, if I always put them on my left as I come down, then I know I just need to have them on my right as I go back. But I don't always do it that way, fortunately. Okay, so I think we are, yeah, good there. Actually, I think I have a fairly vague idea of where I might be. Okay. Yeah, fairly vague. Okay, I think I actually want to go see if I can get into that cave that's up there. All right, we'll just... I know, the X-ray is a little bit cheaty for that, but I'm just doing it to find the caves and just head out this way. Just so I can light things up. I'm not trying to... I'm not using it to go hunt ores and, you know, let me just dig straight down into your diamonds, good sir. No, no. Okay. All right, let's go grab... Again. The gold is handy. All right, I don't know what I'm going to use all the gold for, but it's still handy. All right, so we've got that. Darn, that bat just ran into my pickaxe. I don't know what it was thinking, but it just suddenly had a pickaxe in the face. Yep, that poor bat. I don't know. Okay. All right, so back down this way somewhere. All right, so yeah. All right, so this is good. So how do I get back to any place useful? So back over this way. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna have to dig and stuff, I guess. Because, yeah, I do need to get up into these caves and stuff, too. You know what? We're going to go a little bit cheaty. I'm just going to beam out here. All right. Okay. There we go. We're good. We're totally fine. Yeah, again, I'll light up the surface in a bit later. But for now, let's get down here. Okay. So, how far over am I? Okay. I need to go a little bit of a ways that way. All right. Okay, so this is going to come this way. All right. Okay, so this isn't too bad. This is not too bad at all. And if I come around over here, I think, yeah, that led to a bunch of darkness over here. Cool. And a creeper. Aha! Flame on, creeper. Flame on. Oh. I gotta... Could you, like... Alright, we got him. We got him. We're good. Okay. Oh, this comes out this way. Nice. Okay. this all needs to be lit up anyway, but cool. Good to know. In fact, what I might do, since this dripstone is sort of the way in, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little torchy smiley over here. Okay. Because this comes in this way and is right towards where my water stream is. So that will be handy. All right. I think we're good coming down that way. All right. Good. Goodness gracious. Where was... Oh, probably up there. Where was I? I don't know. Because I didn't mark the path. That would have made sense. Down and over that way. Okay. Yeah. Heaven forbid. I actually find a way to remember how I got here. Okay. Right, somewhere. Oh, it's down that way. Yes. Yes, of course. All right. Nice. So here we are. Water stream is going to go this way. All right, like so. All right. And I'm gonna have to get some ice. I think I've got enough. I think I've got enough packed ice to make this happen. All right. So then this is gonna have to come this way. Whoa. Okay. All right. Is this? Yeah. Kind of like this. Woohoo! Well, that's it's a way down. All right. And this is going to go here. All right, cool. Well, this is definitely a start. So I think sometime, is that, yeah, so we'll have to dig out under here a bit. Okay, but I think that's going to be good. All right. Nice. Nothing overly crazy. So we have to do a little bit of work here to get this water stream to go all the way up. Oh no. Actually, I'm going to need this to be over by 1. Okay. Well, that's fine. I need it to be over by 1 so that the items can turn the corner. Because the water has to flow this way. Of course, if I do it like that, just put this water here. That'll be fine. This will come this way. No, we'll go like this. Okay, cool. All right. But this should do it. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup here just to make this all work. But yeah, mom duties call. That's fair. I actually should stop and go do adulty type things too. So also, I know what's up. The Hermitcraft stream weekend starts in just a couple of minutes too. So there might be a couple of people who are going to want to go watch that. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to fly out of here. Let's get back into the base where it's safe-ish. All right, nice. And let's sleep. Let's sleep, and then we'll call it a stream because, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, don't have time for the Hermits today. I think they're all streaming at the same time too, so I'll definitely go rewatch a couple of VODs afterwards, but yeah. Okay, this side. All right, nice. Well, as I said, this is going to be good. So let's hit the right buttons here. Webcam this up. Fire off the end credits. Definitely want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today. This has been fun. I want to give a special shout out to the awesome and amazing supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you'd like to become a supporter, that's really one of the best ways of supporting the stream besides just watching, which is really the best way. But you can go over to musicfreegaming.com and become a supporter. My schedule is over there. I will be streaming again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, so be sure to check that action out. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.